Swamiji, many Swamis are reluctant to speak about Holy Mother, and Gopesh Maharaj not only was Holy Mother's disciple, but also served her for so many years. Did he ever speak to you about Holy Mother, either directly or indirectly, that you recall?
Swami Gopesh wrote a huge book. Many things are taken from his diary, Swami Gopesh Maharaj's diary. Some places he mentions the name, some places he doesn't mention the name. Unfortunately, the book was lost. So in later days, when Gopesh Maharaj asked to write more or tell more about Holy Mother, he said, no, I had that diary, was day-to-day diary, so many things were there. Gopesh used many things, but when I later inquired, the book was lost. They could not find it. So it must be Holy Mother's wish. What could I know? It is her will. So I don't repent. I feel bad now and then, but I don't repent that it must be Mother's will, otherwise why should it be lost?
But did he give you specifically, was there any conversation that you recall where he spoke either about Holy Mother's personality or things? I mean, there are many things he says in the English book we have, The Mother as I Saw Her, but anything other than the incidences that he mentions in that book?
I have heard, which is not included in the book, that Holy Mother, while serving, to some people should serve very austere type of food, some people more luxurious food. Same batch, some even more sweets, this, that, some no. So somebody asked Holy Mother, Mother, how come you give these people this food, these boys you don't give? Well, they are not interested in it. That is their life. They will be sadhus, become sadhus. Gopesh was one. Regarding Gopesh Maharaj, well, no, he will be a sadhu. He did not have it. And of course, he himself did not like it also. That's why Holy Mother, according to taste and temperament, that I heard one story. Holy Mother, I should say, Gopesh Maharaj several times defended some of the sadhus who were not properly described in the Mayar Katha Holy Mother's Gospel of Holy Mother, especially about Kualpara. The founder was Keshavananda. Now, some of his workers wrote that he was very miserly. He would give not much healthy food, this, that. But that was a poor place. At that time they started. They would not beg. They will grow from the garden, this, that, and paddy field. So food was minimum. And they would have this making clothes and threads and all that. So Holy Mother later, of course, sent word to him that I have put Thakur in a shrine, including herself. At least 5 items you must worship. The idea was that boys will get 5 items. So many people have criticized him, but Gopesh Maharaj said, no, they are one-sided. Holy Mother was fully dependent on him. Next to Swami Saradananda, he said, second position must. And in that area, daily he would send people walking 4 or 5 miles with whole vegetables on the head, and again go back, like that. And I would ask them, don't eat there. So they would come and quickly go away. So Holy Mother would sometimes force them to take some mudi, puffed rice, which is a normal thing there. So that time, so that they don't, Holy Mother's house is not disturbed, they don't feel too much pressure. Because in those days, there were not too many people in the mother's household. So that is, Gopesh Maharaj said, the amount of trouble he took for her. Holy Mother said, unless he was there, I would not be able to party, which was a few miles away. So that several times he told me that story. That one side they have written, the other side that he has a great sacrifice, and mother was fully dependent on him. He was austere by nature. Well, probably there was no money, nothing. Though it was a melodial place, they needed probably more, and gradually improved later. That Holy Mother went and stayed in its area, Jagadamba Ashram with Radhu and all that. That often is quoted.
To your knowledge, did Gopesh Maharaj ever advise devotees about how to look upon Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother? And did he ever express how he looked upon them to you?
But he discussed with Swami Saradananda about his attitude. Saradananda discussed. He was very devoted to Holy Mother Ramakrishna automatically. But he said your predominant trend is towards Nirvikalpa Samadhi, is more tendency towards Jnana.
That was Swami Saradeshananda?
Saradeshananda told him. So you may cultivate the idea of detachment and other things, that type of thing, rather than bhakti. Bhakti is more emotional upheaval is there. Instead of that, detachment is that. And he was an adept in austerity, detachment. See, when last part, Holy Mother must have passed away by that time. He had pleurisy. Pleurisy was the previous stage of TB. TB was contagious and incurable in those days, practically. So what he did, he left the place, that pleurisy, I shall have TB and I shall die. So started walking towards the south. Just started walking. The idea of the way I shall die. So, and walking must be. And every 10 miles or so, he would stay in some temple, some baranda, this, that. And in those days, like some simple food he could get also. In this way, he went on. How long, I don't know, it is minimum 6 months or more. And in the process, he got cured. And cured. And learned many things in South India, West India. When I went to Kerala later, I went in 1951 to Kerala. And of course, the Brahmachari carrying my bed. In those days, you had to carry your bed also. And from place to place, both my shirts and Punjabis are torn by carrying. So I went to Kerala, and every place I went, ashramas, village ashramas. Swami Nirmalananda believed in village work. So many village ashrams are there. Ramakrishna, after his death, took away some of the centers, but did not take some of the village ashrams. I went to those ashrams. So much so, Swami Bhagishwarananda told me that Gopesh Brahmachari, like that he said, Gopesh Brahmachari 30 years ago moved like this from village to village. And you were the second man who were doing. Of course, I was happy and proud, very happy and proud, but anyhow. But he went around more austerely. I went by bus and this, that. Things improved in 30 years. So he went from place to place, not only our centers, other types of ashrams. So it was a vast experience of various groups.
In the biographical sketch to Gopesh Maharaj's book on the mother as I saw her, the person writes that Gopesh Maharaj believed that the ideal of the Ramakrishna Order for the liberation of the soul and the good of the world was fully manifested in Holy Mother's life of renunciation, service, consecrated work, and ceaseless worship. How do you think these ideals were reflected in Gopesh Maharaj's life?
Yes, I think he was very much developed. I have heard from our Kalyaneswarananda Swami, who was the photographer Swami in Balurmat, later days. Earlier days, as a brahmachari, he went to do relief work in Medinipur, flood relief, full of malaria and other things. Many people came with malaria. So he went there and introduced milk for them. But he would not take himself. They would try to casually, Maharaj, why should they take? But he would not take, but he arranged milk for all the workers. That is that type of sympathy feeling he had. He himself would not take them, but he felt the need for the other's health. Others' health would feel it. So in my case, I came to America. The first time when I went after 5 years, not 5 years, when I was living, he'd go there or wrote to me. He wrote to me, because after a year or so, that save some money. He was deadly against accumulation of money. And he would not keep money also for a long time. So, save some money. Now it is Gopesh Maharaj who is telling save money. He explained to me, you have gone to America, some of your habits will be spoiled by comforts. Then when you come back, you won't get in and you will suffer. So better to keep some money. That is how I saved some money. 40,000 I saved and kept with balloon mat, that money. So in my case, he felt what is needed for you, but he himself would not do anything. And of course, he understood that this was austerity. You people will not be able to do it once. He told me about Khetri. So he practiced austerity for himself, and whenever there was relief work in Balramat, somewhere, he would come down, every now and then he would come down, spend 1 or 2 years, and then again go to Rishikesh. And Rishikesh again simple food. He could easily improve, he would not do it. They had a tremendous faith in their karma. Health will be good. That is, if it is in my karma. Even Jagadanandaji and Gopesh Maharaj also believed in it. So they did not try to improve their food. Of course, in old days, I have seen now and then he would take one Ayurvedic medicine, used it. Chavanaprash. Chavanaprash is a healthy type. I have seen him taking that one.
We're ready.
What do you find to have been the most distinguishing feature of Gopesh Maharaj's personality?
His love. He was affectionate towards everybody, especially probably for bad people who were charged with some charges and all that. He was always sympathetic. And in fact, he told me once, when I became member of the advisory committee of the Ramakrishna Mission, he told me, see, you are one day going to be a big Swami of the Balramat. Have a sympathy for the people. And another thing, remember, even if a sadhu falls once, doesn't mean his whole spiritual life is gone. So simply deal with it sympathetically. So that he is given another chance. In a different situation, whatever austerity is necessary can be put on him, but don't be anxious to throw him out. That simply deal with it. Remember that one incident doesn't mean that your entire life is gone. A devotional life we have seen sometimes has grown better after some type of fall. That is said, or it's told me.
He stressed anything in particular for either monastics or devotees?
Austerity, definitely. See, when he was appreciating my taking food, mixing up everything, he was still better not to have develop too much of taste, likes and dislikes. Swami Brahmajnani was very fond of telling me, try when I was a student, and avoid having strong likes and dislikes. Similarly, regarding food he was telling, better not to develop too much of likes and dislikes in food and all that.
But did he advise you or others about scriptural study or meditation or anything else, a quality that was particular to monastics, or you might have heard from devotees?
Yes, I think, of course, you would stress the meditation aspect very much. Say when I came to America, or before coming, he told, now that we are going to America, you will have more time, increase your meditation. Here, you spend so much time in lecturing, running out, going here, there, or looking after so many brahmacharis and devotees, there will be less people there. Increase your meditation. Then he added, with meditation, health also will improve. The health for a longer time that way. So, meditation is the major thing, plus detachment. See, not merely meditation, more on qualities, qualities of character. Qualities of character means like devotion, meditation, detachment, not to be attached to persons or places like that. According to temperament, to some extent would differ. Everybody would not tell everything. That is the idea.
Do you think his advice was very different for monastics than for devotees?
I think so. I think so.
What do you think he stressed with the householders?
To them, devotion, he stressed the idea of devotion. Devotion, you are all mother's children, especially to women, you are specially soft, and you do not see the defective side much. He told me several times that women progress in spiritual life more quickly. By that time, he was also the head of the center. So he wanted me to have a balanced opinion about people, not one-sided. Monastics are often given one-sided advice so that they don't get attached to people. So he had that temperament. He will advise people, say like Triguna Sen. Triguna Sen was the minister of the central government. He was a famous national worker, principal, founder of a college, Jadavpur University. So he became minister when I was there. Now, he used to visit Swamis and all that. She met him and went to Anandamaya's ashram. She wanted to stay there. Then was staying for some time, then came to see him after his ministership. Then Gopesh Maharaj heard about his arrangement, food, this, that. He told him, no, don't stay here in Calcutta and stay with her. Let her serve you. Let her serve you. Let her serve you. And after some time, Triguna heard it, obeyed his command, as it were, and went and stayed. Well, you have got everything. Why should you be lying in an ashram? Simply staying in ashram, nothing happens. Like he extreme, he will tell you, nothing happens there. You have got more spirituality. When you have got comfort, whole life you are used to comfort. And your daughter is there who is willing to serve you. So stay with them. Wife was not there, I think. So there, some people more comfort side, who try to do austerity. He would run down this arrangement to them. This is hopeless. What is sadhu life here we are leading? No sadhu life, this, that. Bell goes, we eat. We don't do anything. We have no sympathy. Better you stay at home. That man I remember, he especially advised him.
And could you share with us any advice that Gopesh Maharaj gave you personally?
He wanted me to go back from America after 5 years. And I announced that I should get back. But when the time came, last month, I could not say yes. I was thinking they will say, and they will thought I will say. So the moment passed. But he wanted me to stay on in India.